Hey, it's Doom here again, back with Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, the YouTube channel. I'm here to continue working on the next four spell effects, five technically, but I think I'm going to scrap that web back there. So we have the shield, an interposing hand, a fist, and the 20-foot cone. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start on this 20-foot cone. And I don't have a plan. Part of me thinks that the secret here is to do the back portion with regular yellow. And see how that works. Not well. Alright, so I have a new plan. We're just going to kind of paint this the best we can, not hitting every spot. We're going to leave some of that white under there for now. We're going to get a coat of this yellow going. I thought this was not going to soak in so well because I did put quite a bit of clear coat on this. Usually if you clear coat cotton balls, they get very plasticky feeling, but that did not happen. It might be because this is not the brand my wife buys. This is a brand that someone gave me, or maybe when we moved I found it and I didn't know whose it was, but it was not the normal stuff, so maybe that's why. I also looked for that cheesecloth that I was going to use for the web to see if I could fix the web in this video, but I didn't see it. I don't remember if I tossed it when I moved or what may or may not have happened to that. So we're just going to paint this fire up yellow. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to try to get good coverage. Now when this dries, had we put Mod Podge in it, it would be pretty sturdy. But we did not. Alright, I think that'll pretty much do for what we want. Again, we're not going for perfection. We're going for speed. Alright, so for these, what we want to do is we want to give them like a magical look. So I'm going to try to find a blue, or a purple, or a pink. Purple alchemy. Let's try it. Can't be that bad. The other ones I did in like a magical blue color, and they looked pretty good, but I don't want to do all my stuff the same. Plus, let's give these colors that don't get a chance to come out much of time to shine. So we're just going to come in here and do a decent coat with speed paint. This arcane purple, or purple alchemy. We're just going to get it in the cracks, get it all over it. Okay. And then when we get down to the bottom part here, don't get more paint, just use the last of your paint up. Come back and get any of the weird little extra spots that you might have missed or had too much on. Okay, so there's our fist. And then we could do this in the same color, but I think we're going to do something a little different maybe. Did I have a pink? I can't remember if I had a speed paint pink. If I did, I probably never used it. I got no pink. Green, yellow, no pink. I wanted to use red on that thingy bomb. Orange. Alright, let's do it in Purple Alchemy too then. They're both pretty much the same spell, right? Just different levels of it. All right, I don't know if I have quite enough on the hand. I might have gone a little thin. So what I'm going to do is just get a little teeny bit more of that and kind of go around the hand again with it just to pick up any spots I'm not happy with. Getting the cracks a little better maybe. Okay, something like that. Set that off to the side and let it do its magical speed paint thing. So now we need one more color here for this shield. And I'm thinking I want to do red. Here's blood red. Let's try that. Oh, there's something I wanted to do first before I did that, actually. I wanted to paint gold over the front of it. And it doesn't have to be a perfect coat either. I just wanted to give it like a little metallic sheen and see. I've done like heavy metallics underneath these and it has a good look, but I've not tried like just a little tad of one. So I wanted to give that a shot. Let's hit that with the air gun real quick before we paint it. Let's get that brush. Get it on the magic part holding up the shield. Get it up in the cracks and all that jazz. Let's get it on the base, a little thicker on this base. And there's some air bubbles. Those will probably go away, but something like that. So you got your hands. We got a little thumbnail. And now we got to deal with this monster here. So, if I were to guess, I would say that's not dry, and I would guess right. So let's give it some hair dryer. +5 hot air gun of burning. All right. And then I think we're going to use some speed paints again and see what we can do. I don't know how this is going to work. I have no idea at all. It might be sick. It might be terrible. Let's hope it's sick. Let's start with yellow. And let's get that bigger brush and dry it out a little bit. And let's see what we can do. Let's start with the back side here and just kind of touch around and drag that through and let it soak in some spots and just catch on others. And darken that up some, just to give some variation to the fire. And it's not doing terrible, I don't think. I'd hate to waste so much speed paint, but I'd like to just paint the whole thing with this and see how it looked. With just the back part though, not the whole thing. Okay, so let's get that in there. And coat a lot of this up. Okay. And then let's get an orange and do the next part up. See, that's a lot more predominant, sticks out a lot more. Or predominant, dominant, I don't know. That sticks out a lot more though. Okay. Come out here with that. Now let's get red. This is a slaughter red. I don't use this one much. I don't care for it as much. I don't know why. It's not a bad color. I just don't love it. So I just realized the biggest thing that I did wrong here. When I paint fire without speed paints, I paint it dark, like red, then I paint it orange, then light orange, then yellow, then yellowish white. I never paint my lights up to darks. That's where we're failing here. And making mistakes is fine. I do it. You'll do it. Everyone does it. Let's get, oops, I found one of those little metal lids hanging out. Let's get a red. What's this color here? Red apple. Okay, let's get this red apple. And let's see if we can't salvage this thing and make it usable. Because as it stands right now, I don't like it. Now, I would say that if you don't hit every inch of this, it's going to be okay. I joined a painting Discord, hoping that somebody would teach me how to paint. As it stands, no one has taught me how to paint yet. Doesn't mean they won't, though. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was just going to walk in and people were going to be streaming painting all day and giving class. I don't know what I thought, man. I was excited to join a painting Discord. Okay. Now that's a little more realistic of a base to work off of, I think. Okay. We're going to hit that with some air gun. Let me get this tape out of here. All right. This is the +2 hot air gun of burning. Got a little bit of crap popping up over here. So I'm just putting a little mudge of glue in there to hold that down. Alright, so let's get some cardboard. Oh, what is it? I brought a spider web with me. And let's get some orange. I got this, I think it's called tomato. Yep, tomato, ripe tomato. Let's get this. Let's lighten it up in some spots. Not everywhere, just in some spots. The higher spots would be ideal. And let's hit this with the hot air gun again. Here's the +2 hot air gun burning. Now we're going to lighten this orange up. This color is called apricot. Apricot. We still got orange, this ripe tomato or whatever it is here in our brush. We're going to grab some of that. Make a mid-tone. We're going to wipe some of that off. And we're going to drag that along and hit some of these higher spots. Now, mind you, this is not as hard as a rock or anything. This is pretty soft, so if you push hard, you're going to be just shoving the paint into it, okay? Into the fabric. So you're going to have to be a little liberal with how much paint you have on your brush doing this because of that. And you're going to just kind of wipe it where you want it on the high spots. Alright, we're going to hit that with a hot air gun. +2 hot air gun of burning engaged. And we're going to use that orange color by itself pretty much with whatever was left in the brush from the other stuff. We're just going to hit the highest spots again, dragging it across. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to get something going here that looks like more like what I wanted. This is how it should have went from the beginning. You can go a little harder on this. Push it down in there a little bit, but don't get it so hard that you're soaking the paint directly into the crap, or you won't get what you want. This is definitely kind of what I had in mind. Not perfect, because in my head this was fluffier. But you know, I'm not a professional magic spell template maker. I'm just a dude in my basement. My garage. And this is starting to look more and more like what I wanted. The original paint job was a bust, right? But it turned out nice. Turned out kind of good. We're going to try to use the same color one more time and milk as much of this color out as we can. Just hitting the highest spots. If you can get a little bit in the little holes and cracks, that's okay, man. Now we're going to get yellow. This is that King's Gold yellow. We're going to mix that up and get something a little bit lighter going. Wipe a good bit of that off, and we're going to come around and start catching some of just the highest spots now. You don't want to go down in these grooves. You just want to hit the spots that stick up. Okay. We're going to hit that with the air. And we're going to use that same color one more time. My dudes. All right, squint your eyes, because that's about how it's going to look across the table in combat. And then let's come around to the edges. What's that yellow? Just make sure there's no brown showing. Even if there's a little brown tone, I don't suppose it really matters too much, does it? Alright, we're going to try to lighten this up one more shade with this yellow before switching to something else. Just hitting the highest spots at this point. Looks pretty decent. Let's get some white. Oh, I'm scared of this part. Let's get some white. Let's try one more time to lighten this bad boy up. All right. This is really light. And I'm just going around the edges. Super light. And I'm just grabbing it and pulling it along the edges. Lighten it up one more. And I'm just trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Paint it. I'm having fun painting this. I know we're way past how long I want to spend on this, but I'm enjoying it. So that's kind of what we came up there with our fire. It's not shabby, dudes. We're going to paint this little handle. Firm that up a little bit. And I'll smooth up some of this glue bump we have on top here. There we go. Pull it back up. Let that cool down. Then we'll paint that yellow or orange or whatever color I got here. Then we'll let these dry. After they're completely dry, I will take them upstairs and after they're completely dry, I'll clear coat them. Then I'll take them upstairs and we'll take a picture of them on the table to get an idea what they look like in play. So this is our Shield of Faith, our magic shield or whatever. And this is like our Big B's clenching fist and our Big B's interposing hand. We need a little bit of purple there. I just noticed a little spot I missed. Go through and catch any little spots you guys missed. Because you don't want it to be drying on the table and then find one. Right in there. Alright. Alright. So, I gave up on the web. It wasn't what I wanted to use. I wanted to do it with cheesecloth like my last one. I couldn't find my cheesecloth. And, oh, we need this still. I'm going to do this handle. All right, that should be dry now. Let's get a brush. Where's that brush I was just using? There it is. And you could even come back and dry brush this with a lighter yellow, and I think it'd look pretty decent, really, if you wanted to. But I'm not going to do that. So there's my new 40-foot cone. And my hands. And my shield. I had a really good time doing these, even though I made some mistakes. And you were with me when I made them, so there's no taking them back. But I had a nice time anyways. I hope you all had a nice time too. Thanks for watching. If you like what we do here, like and subscribe. Here's the +5. The cleaver, +5 cleaver of liking and subscribing. This is a real cleaver, by the way. So I really appreciate your time and your patience. That's garbage. If you like what we're doing, like I said, like and subscribe. Also, look in the comments. In the comments, there is just a link to our website, dungeonswag.com, and our Discord. And right now, ASCO has a promotion up that gets you a free miniature. That includes shipping and everything, free. So hop on there, get your free miniature. I think those are going out on the 6th of July with the boxes. So go on there, and if you like the boxes and you want to get one of our Loot Crate boxes that comes with 6, 7, 8 miniatures in it every month, highly detailed, bugbears, orcs, goblins, gnomes, well, not so much the smaller stuff, kind of more comes in those boxes, but dwarves, elves, humans, whatever it may be, barbarians, knights, we have it. It comes in your house every month, and you open up, you assemble the miniatures. It's a lot of fun. If you can watch videos, I've done it. It's amazing. And paint those up. It is a blast. Check it out. You can get a discount code in the description of this video. The discount is Biscuits, all capital B, all capital letters, and you get 25% off your first month subscription. If you try it and you don't like it, you cancel. If you like it, then you go to full price and you keep getting them. But thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble. Have a beautiful evening.